What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix new documentary series, The Andy Warhol Diaries. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you'd like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. Okay, Andy Warhol is an American symbol, kinda like the James Dean of pop art. His physical appearance, with that white toupee in particular, is so distinctive. His images are easily recognizable. Today's generation would use Andy Warhol's style and influence as a barometer for their own artistry, but there's a big difference between seeing him as an icon and seeing him for the person he truly was. And so that's where this docuseries comes in. The Andy Warhol Diaries is a soothing, melancholic, introspective look at a man whose genius and loneliness go hand in hand. This is not just from some outsider's perspective. This docu goes intimate and personal, and it leaves no stone unturned. It dives deep into the correlation between LGBTQ and creative freedom in a time when they were either not widely accepted or the subject of many people's fascination. Executive produced by Ryan Murphy and directed by Andrew Rossi, this breathtakingly expansive 6-part portrait of a legend chronicles the remarkable life of Andy Warhol from the intimate vantage point offered by the artist's own posthumously published diaries. While he was a larger-than-life figure, Warhol was intensely private regarding his personal life. This series reveals much about the very complex man through his own words and those who worked, created, and played alongside him, from the subversive to the mainstream. Okay, now you would think that you're hearing Andy's actual voice on this docu. Perhaps it's one of those missing but now found audio tapes, but nope, not quite, because turns out the production team brought Andy's voice to life through the use of cutting-edge AI technologies. It's kind of like that Morgan Neville's controversial documentary about Anthony Bourdain, remember that one? For recreating Anthony's voice using computer software. So that's the similar method or technique applied on this docu, The Andy Warhol Diaries. Whether or not that's ethical can be debated for another time, but in this case, Andy's voice or the recreation of it does add weight to the philosophies of what he was pondering back then when he literally uttered those exact words. These 6 episodes cover a lot of grounds, from his upbringing in Pennsylvania to the time when he got shot, to his New York socialite party lifestyle, and to his uneven romantic relationships. But what's fascinating to me is that director Andrew Rossi widens the scope significantly to also include other younger artists along the way that cross paths with Andy. In many ways, this docu kinda corrects the record, if you will, or shoots down a lot of the previously held notions about Andy Warhol, especially regarding his sexuality. So in essence, this docu differentiates between what is true and what could not be further from the truth. Yes, Andy was talented. Yes, he could turn a can of soup into a visually arresting image. But there is so much more to that picture. And so by watching this docu, The Andy Warhol Diaries, those who idolize Andy can get to know him a little bit better, or perhaps take away or absorb something substantive from Andy's surprisingly profound worldview.